catch and finish at the rim, but also his ability, backdoor cut, now the pass and create really poor defense by Portland, but better offensive execution by the Clippers.
Baseline was open for Avdija for a moment, but then throws it away. It's a foot race. Jones against Simons, and it's a quick one. That's the reason that Chris Dunn is in that lineup for moments just like that. Bringing the ball across half court when Harden is facing a ton of pressure. Lob to Derrick Jones. Oh, my goodness. Up high in the flight pattern. Derrick Jones Jr. has 4 buckets. I think they're all dunks. 3 the other way. Not there for Sharp. Jones is leaking out again. The runway is clear. He taxis to the rack and throws it down.
How do the Clippers survive without him, Tim?
Very, very difficult because of the efficiency that Kawhi Leonard gives you offensively. You know, he owns the middle area of the floor, Dave, and that's something you just can't replace.
Tied at 94. Pass thrown away. It's going to be a layup or a dunk at the other end. Jones Jr. And that might be a technical.
Yeah. Kevin Porter easily able to steal that. Harden feet set. The high-flying Derrick Jones finishing.
You got to be careful of those cross. Maybe rebuilding that this is, I don't like the word must win, but a game that they really should have. If you want to be competitive in the West, you've got to pick up these games. Lob to Derrick Jones Jr. Hangs out above the rim. 8 to shoot for Harden. Derrick Jones takes off. Oh, look out below! Lob to Derrick Jones Jr. is a beauty coming out of the sideline. It's a 9-4 start for the Clippers.
Well, if you're scouting the Clippers, you want to do that, get the ball out of James's hands.
Powell. Derrick Jones Jr. Look out below. Oh, a double clutcher at the iron, bending rims. And the Clippers lead 12-4.
Bad pass by George. And Mann's got Derrick Jones. High-flying slam.
On both sides. And the Sixers have really struggled to rebound, and he even helps them in that category. And Maxi's a better version of himself. He doesn't have to do so much with Paul George out there.
Harden.
I think a lot of people watching this would agree. I thought with those two guys together, wow.
What a pass by Powell. Jones with a slam.
Jones just ruined my train of thought.
And it's a very, winnable game still.
Oh, Derrick Jones Jr. He went up to the rafters and got that one.
Yeah.
Ended up being a critical call. Western Conference Finals, which Dallas prevailed. Why that rule was implemented is Harden, one of the few times he's been able to break down the defense and distribute.
Maybe the Thunder right now just try to get a stop and not put the Clippers on the free throw line. Wow, look at that, man.
Woo. Plays. I know John Collins had a dunk inside off of a offensive miscue, but that the Clippers have given up to the Utah Jazz. Get it back. Get it back.
One finish for another.
He knew that he was going to miss Friday's game and today's game. And fingers crossed that whatever they find tomorrow has him coming back soon. Zubats again.
Dick, how many 50-point quarters had the NBA had last season? There we go.
Oh, man. Back-to-back alley-oops for Derrick Jones. They call him airplane mode.
Assuming 2 more years after this, now he's at 3,799. So Dick Life is saying 43. Oh, man, Derrick Jones Jr. climbs the ladder.
Watch the stagger right here with James Harden coming off to his left hand. It's all day.
James lob to the helicopter.
And right there he had 2 options. Either Zubats at the rim or Derrick Jones Jr.
Championship back in 2023, trying to climb that mountain again. Derrick Jones Jr. from the dunker spot elevates and flushes it in. 7-2 Clippers.
Yeah, finally get a chance at.
Even with Peyton Watson in the lineup, the Denver Nuggets still have one of the best lineups efficiency in the league with him there. The efficiency for the Clippers continues to grow as Derrick Jones Jr. gets his second bucket. Clippers by 7.
And have a chance to go in front. Nice move by Jones. And it's Derrick Jones giving the Clippers their first lead since 14-13. Well, a dose of scoring and assists out of Dinwiddie tonight in a starting role. 10 points and 5 dimes. And Harden, a perfectly placed.
Brandon Clark now coming off the bench with Edey returning to help. Morant, Dunn got the steal he was looking for. Derrick Jones Jr., slam dunk champion. A look ahead to Derrick Jones Jr.
Great pass.
Cap rebound. Wells trying to save it, but to Zubats. Jones and the foul on Jaren. That's 2 on Jackson.
Houston, a couple of wins. And so they have beat some pretty good teams without, obviously, their best player. Zubats in trouble. Ball knocked out of his hands. It goes right to Derrick Jones Jr.
Not a question, though.
Jackson Davis loses the ball. It's Jones the other way. Oh, flight 55 is cleared for takeoff. He was not necessarily what you would call athletic.
Well, you know, all three of us played together in Phoenix, and Boris is with it. Position to get the ball in that deep corner.
A lot of defenders that have court. Clippers break the pass. The block to Derrick Jones Jr. up high, soaring over California.
The left hand and a putback that was unreal as it's taken away by Harden. Turnovers will get you back into the game, won't they? And
they'll get him back in the game.
That's exactly what they think. He wants to pick that way. The run. Jones. Derrick Jones Jr. Harden with Zubats. Almost taken away. Yep. And another one for Derrick Jones Jr.
Centers it to Harden. 6:25 to play here this first quarter. Zoo makes the read. Derrick Jones puts it down. Pocket pass to Zoo. He makes another read. And the same result. Different side of the rim for Derrick Jones Jr.
Better with foul going one way and shooting it another, and another opportunity to throw it up.
Harden wraps it around to Derrick Jones Jr. Not the style, but the points is all that matters. It's 67-42. Jones in 10 minutes. Clippers have 10 dunks. 13 is the high this year. They're going to add to it. Derrick Jones Jr. with the flush.
Correct way to say it. 11th game this season, the Nuggets have led by as many as 25 as Jones Jr.
Analyst in your analytics.
Hey, that's not. Welcome back, Norm. We need you.
Clippers win the tap. They'll have it to start the fourth. They go right to it. Beats Zubats in and out. Big finish to start things off for Derrick Jones Jr. Harden with 23 on 11 shots. Locked it to Derrick Jones Jr. You have got to be kidding me. No chance. Derrick Jones Jr. in the flight path at LAX. They're going to have to play very tough against Portland. Clippers were able to dig it out of the dirt in the first quarter and have come to life here in quarters 2 and now 3. 72-35. Zoo on the roll. Bounces to Derrick Jones Jr. Look out below.
Tamani with it. In deep. Hesitates. Turns. Leans back over Zubats. No go. Rebound to Powell. Long pass up the floor. Jones sprints the floor. Gets behind Blazer defense and flushes. Apparently played very well in those 2 games as well. Here's Harden inside. Jones clears through the clutter. Wide open for the flush.
Harden brings Davis out with him. And now the mismatch, they sign a spotlight on it. It's Zoo, draws a double, bounces to Derrick Jones Jr. up high and powers it in with 2. It's a 20-point lead for the Clippers. Harden. Powell attacks, wraps around to Derrick Jones Jr. who flush it in. It is
good to knock it in.
Picking a pop for Kobe Brown. He doesn't drive. Instead, he dishes. Oh, and it's a punch from Derrick Jones Jr. 14 for Amir Coffee. Clippers trail by 1. Stolen inbounds. Big finish for Derrick Jones Jr. And it's the Clippers who lead by 1. That much. He has certainly curtailed his three-point shots. He has upped his mid-range efficiency. Speaking of efficient, that's about as good as it gets right there.
Look, works off the screen. Richards got it, but it's poked away by Powell. Powell on the push up the floor. Quick trigger. Won't get it. But Jaren Jr. cleared for takeoff.
Moussa Diabate was one of the backup centers for the Clippers a year ago. Pass stolen away by Norman Powell. Uh-oh. Airplane mode. Derrick Jones Jr. his first dunk of the night.
He's made a 3-jack now in 9 consecutive games. Harden with it. And Jones gets behind the D. And they're meeting the physicality of the Clippers. Got to do that. He's got to play through. Some of that is Jones soaring through the air.
Norman Powell playing well at the offensive end for the Clippers.
Derrick Jones Jr. only took 2 threes in Toronto Sunday, missed them both. Lakers turn it over. Harden running with Jones Jr. who can fly! And Derrick Jones Jr.
I still think the all-time, and maybe it's because I played against him and with him, Gary Payton.
I think that's the general consensus. Lob to Derrick Jones from half court. It is good. I'm going to call on one of the coaches on the sideline with a championship ring. Derrick Jones Jr. puts it down, 112. 117-112. Clippers down 5. It's Jackson for 3. Coffey, speak of the devil, comes away with a rebound. Clippers down by 8. Derrick Jones Jr. taking flight. Oh.
They only scored 44 in the next 2 quarters, but those good starts had a lot to do with shot making.
Bogdanovich finds it cutting Derrick Jones Jr. for 2. His body language, you could see he was like, ooh, it's online, and man, it went in.
He was right.
Oh, lob play to start off the second quarter to Derrick Jones Jr.
Harden, what's the dunk? What's the dunk? They run that play. He stays in the corner. Good defense in terms of transition. Got to do a better job finding Jones Jr.
Here's Beasley driving. Beasley got off the iron to Harden. Forecourt for Derrick Jones. Jones with a jam. We're tied for the 10th time. It's 64 all with 5:50 left in the third. James Harden with a lob. Wow. He has 21 as both free throws fall. Pistons with a 5-point lead. James Harden with the basketball. Lobs it. He's got a great connection. Harden against Cade. Harden for 3. But it's slammed through by Derrick Jones.
Out to Luka for 3. On the show and go. Got hung up in the air, and here's Chris Dunn. Always in the middle of it. Jones filling the lane and flying charter.
A few years ago when he wore a Phoenix uniform. Zoo finds Jones inside. It's a big finish for the Clippers.
You know what? Good patience, spacing.
Before the defense is set, take it yourself. And
Foul.
yeah,
That's a foul.
Looked like he was hit across the arm.
God,
Derrick Jones Jr. on the finish.
He came right across his arm.
With a minute to play in the half. Can you get a stop or 2? Not that time.
I have no idea how that happened. Never made free throw.
Right.
9-point lead for the Clippers. Bogdanovich lobbing, and Derrick Jones Jr. That's what he does, folks. You know it. Skywalks and slams.
But I tell you what, he had no problem cussing me out. My name wasn't Dominique, it was something else.
A jam follow for a guy who can sky, Derrick Jones Jr.
I tell you, my first playoff series, we beat Phoenix. That was a knockout short year and a beautiful pass. Backdoor from James Harden.
Let's see if they can do it. It was a very nice first half. Zoo down the lane to the rim off the window, and Derrick Jones Jr. He is tied at NBA record. He's 5 for 5 from the field.
Boy, no hesitation. Marketing with a nice 3 to start. He went 6 triples last night. Potter lost a handle, and the Clippers right there to put it back up and in.
Hey, tomorrow night, tip-off, 7 o'clock. We'll get to see what Keontae can do on that big stage, guys.
Well, right on cue, Keontae throws out an assist, his 7th to Isaiah Collier.
Interception by Batum. Bogdanovich attacks on Aldama. I'll tell you what, this Memphis defense is relentless. Oh, Derrick Jones Jr. right through it and powers it down.
Towns to Anunoby, blocked from behind from Batum, and Anunoby took a hard fall.
We paid homage to Batum and his defensive prowess.
And Derrick Jones on the follow. Anunoby seems to be okay.
The 420 Zubac now operates on Allen. Looking to muscle his way to the basket. He'll float it up. Get the roll. And we talked about the vertical of Derrick Jones.
Crossover dribble, step back 3 with a hand in his face. In and out, slammed in.
Jones with the big throwdown.
They occupy 2 and 3 defenders sometimes. That man in the corner, instead of spotting up, if he cuts back door, he's wide open.
What a finish by Derrick Jones Jr. Not a bad pass from Ivica Zubac.
Gives it up, and they give it right back to him, and he knocks down a shot, and there's a little get my hand in there, pick a pocket, and finish for the year.
Derrick Jones Jr. An X factor is in play, and
Derrick Jones Jr. maybe an attempt at a lob. He comes back down with it and lays it home. Zoo against Kai Jones, singly covered. The double comes after the bounce. 5 to shoot. Harden lobs it to Derrick Jones Jr.
Oh, there he is. I found him.
Zoo. Oh, it's a lob from Zoo to Derrick Jones Jr. Counted on a foul.
The best player, one of the top 5 players in the league.
There are players past and present that have said, oh my, hold on.
Dallas winning tonight against Toronto. And Jones with the theft. And the larcenous activity will end in a Doug Christie timeout. Different story this time for both Levine and DeRozan, like 30 and 31 in the previous meeting. Lob up high. Derrick Jones bounced to the ounce.
Has been doing for the last 15 games.
missed by Bogdanovich. Simmons gets the offensive rebound. Oh, Jones with a smash. Another big second chance bucket for the Clippers on a 7-0 run.